Look at his carrot. Not been invaded yet. It's quiet around there. There's none around here, mate. We're good. We're golden at the minute. Well, not moving anyway. Might be some extra around here. And this way. You're not being kidnapped. You're right. Look a bit quiet. Turn my mic up and stuff. The cat's not good. Cats keep knocking it down, baby. There we go. Good better. A free holiday. Not sure about a holiday, but you never know. That's what we're into, I guess. Not bad, carrot. Things are not bad. Work's busy, you know what I mean? Not that you know that because you don't really work, but you know, when you do work, you'll see. What's up, Apex? You right? Those things. Bob the Great, I like it. Yeah, mate. Oh, sad face carrot. A5 stroke. Go the DeathAdder first, is that what you're saying, Fire? DeathAdder first. Using background to store the mice. I did start it, I haven't finished it. I could probably cover the entire background, but it's all over here in boxes. As you can see, my room's a little bit of a nightmare. I'm still in like a transitional phase. Yeah, hoping to fix it this week, but I keep saying that. I think it's of Amazon, Apex. Remind me on a comment and I'll dig it out for you, mate. I can't remember now, to be fair. Let's have a look, actually. One second, have a look. Give me a sec. Got a bit of time, have a quick look. So I can find it in my orders. It was a while ago. I've got a few of them. I can't remember what they're called. I saw them on Twitter. One sec. Like 100 years of work. It doesn't go up. Me, I think I could have probably done most of this work. I've dragged it out. It feels like I'm being paid by the hour to complete my gaming room. I've got so much stuff. There you go. Found it, one second, right? Here you go. There's other ones. This is the one I've just dug out anyway. I think that's the link. We need to do the board that Carrot wants me to do, 3D printed one, but yeah, well, you can see I've still got them like just lying around randomly. I've got loads of them, but I just not had a chance to put them in there. I should have done it really. But it's a good idea, mate. Someone else did it. Look pretty cool. You need like some hooks or something. They like hang on like little holes and hang up. Should be right. Tarkov drama? Nope. What drama we got now? What do you reckon? Rate my cup of tea while we wait for a sec. A few people want to join. Do you reckon today looking pretty good? It's alright, isn't it? What's that? They broke something and reset everyone's account. What do you mean reset it? Like reset it, like wiped them properly. Fucking company at the minute, man. They just got it into like destroy themselves at the minute. Like. I think. Like a mission. Average. Yeah, average. That's not average, mate. That's like top level. I'd maybe give it an 8 out of 10. I'm not saying it's the best, but you know, it's certainly up there. Could be one of the best you've seen. They've wiped the full account. Ooh. People will be everyone's. Maybe they don't mind. I haven't even looked. Proper wiped people's accounts. Hey, cheers for the super. Apex, appreciate it, man. We're using that for some nice stuff.
Excellent!
Hey, brother. Yeah. Hey, love from India. Is that where you are, India? Nice. As you get on with your mice, little mice stories, mate. But cheers for the 20, brother. Thank you, man. I'll use that to butcher some more mice. Might cover the costs of these. We're not butchering these today, though. We're just looking at them. There will be no butchering today. Appreciate it, man. Let us know how you get on. Hey, Nevermore, you right? This new DeathAdder, honestly, I opened it up and I thought, it's going to be a crock of shit. And you know what, actually, I thought, this isn't bad, actually. Maybe they've done alright. Watching videos, learn a lot, like to Apex. You know how to take them apart at least. Need to do something. I'm starting to get back into my mice stuff, so we shall get there. But yeah, this DeathAdder looks good, man. I'm looking forward to taking it apart, see what they've done. Bobby's healing. I am. It's been a rough couple of years, so I've got no hair. Yeah, Hyperspeed naming no batches. I'm thinking, well, you know, I mean, this is what gets me, sort of drives me insane about Razer. Like, they called the Viper V3 Hyperspeed. Is it Hyper V3? I know. The V3 Hyperspeed from Razer has a battery. Different shape, and now they've gone on the DeathAdder without a battery. It's like they're confused. I don't know who does the marketing at the minute. My hair could grow back, mate. Ooh, I know. Imagine that. Imagine we go using a DeathAdder and Ergo. I'm not using Ergo for a long time. Maybe properly. Must be 10 years, I reckon. Maybe longer. But the hair's going back for sure. Since I have to use an Intel 4900K, that's crashing permanently. It's certainly been better. I hate it. But AMD has been rock hard. It's not even solid. It's not even like played up or anything. See, I never rated the V3 Pro. People said it was good, but I always said it was shit. So this one might be better than Hyperspeed, but again, they confused it. It should have called it the V4 or the V3 Pro Plus. Like, but Hyperspeed. For a company the size of Razer, their naming conventions and marketing are bizarre. Right, bizarre. I've got the ATK X1 Pro. I'll take a look at it next week if you want. Do you want me to do a comparison against the Apex? The Razer mouse is a better version of the Zowie EC2 CW. I've got one. I've not actually tried it. I mean, Zowie's got a good shape. I think the shape's slightly different, but it's not far off smoke, I don't think. Stroke. Sorry. Intel are cooked. Intel's going down, aren't they? Maybe they'll wake up now with the market crash recently. Maybe not. Alright. What do you want to see first? Do you want to see the Razer or do you want to see the Logitech? The Logitech's off the trolley as well, releasing a 309. What? I need to look at that EC2 CW. I need to just get it out of the box. I want to see a keyboard first. Yeah, I've got a few keyboards coming up, mate. The Cyber. Well, I've done a keyboard recently. It's not been a year. You just missed that one. You got a specific keyboard you want to see, which I can't find. I do feel bad for you. It is somewhere in the house. I've given it a male look, but I can't find it. I did find another Tofu 60. I don't know where I got that from. Must have bought that pissed up. I don't know if the sideboard's safe, mate. It could be in danger at the minute. It could be a new cat bed, I think. Razer, please. Logic's going in Intel direction. Oh no. This can't be good. They might release a pro version. I don't know what Razer's doing. They'll probably release the core version. What was the, was it the Viper core? Can't remember now. Instead of the mini. Right, let's have a look at the Razer then. Save Logitech. I don't understand why they've not done a 703 Superlight. Just again, same thing. Right, Razer's Logitech's not listening to what people want. People go nuts for 703 instead of letting Razer take the market potentially with this DeathAdder V3. To be fair, slightly different shape, but I don't know. 55 grams, 8K capability, hasn't it got? 8K isn't it 4K? 100 hours battery life. The Gen 3 is worrying me, but they do feel a bit better in there, so I don't know if they've changed them or what. The coating's a bit slippy. So take a proper look. 8K with a separate dongle. Yeah. Probably got one buried somewhere. Oh, hang on a sec. Sort something out. 1 second. Coating's the same as a new batch of V3 Pros. It used to be a bit more textured, but it does smooth pretty well. Feels slippy, yeah. 5-stroke, we'll check again, but yeah, it feels a bit like Logitech's. So, but we'll see. What's the rank AVEX? I think I'm still on the rat rank at the minute. Trying to get out of it. I may need some help. Right, let's check it out then. So let's look at the opinion on the let's give me an opinion on the DeathAdder V3 Hyperspeed. See what's going on. But they reckon they got Gen 3 switches, which is the same Optomet ones. 55 grams is interesting though for this. It's a full size one. Can have 8K polling. Is this the only Ergo to have 8K polling? Or things like the ATK and something. I don't think Pulsar's done 8K, have they? I can't remember. Other than that, I don't know. The naming's a little bit bizarre. I don't get why they're calling it a Hyperspeed without a battery, which confused me. Lamzu, okay, tie up. They do one, don't they? The Thorn. I do like the Lamzu products with that. Stock 4K dongle, I presume. At least to label it then, which is good from Razer. Kind of like that, so you can tell what it is, because I've got hundreds. Probably not a problem for the average person, because we don't collect so many. I changed the packaging as well with that the cardboard bit. Normally it was just about a bit of tracing paper, saving the planet. Which tip do I use? I can't remember Ken's, to be fair. I had it a very long time. I'll have a dig around, but I'm not sure. I haven't changed it for a while. Tried a few metal ones. I think it might be ceramic, but yeah, it's probably best bet. Look at it, Razer's listening. They've even got a full solid skate. Liking the skates better for a change. We've been hating on them for a long time, but these are good. Like the skates, it feels a little bit smaller than a normal DeathAdder, I would say. Is it like a mini? I have to measure it, but Weird slot for the dongle, but okay. Kind of fits in it, I guess. Skates look thick. Yeah, I like big skates. I'm a big skate kind of guy. Kind of look pretty good. I'm liking the shape on it. It looks a bit more like a Viper Hyperspeed with that front, doesn't it? They kind of curved the edge, but the rest of it, if you flatten it out, I reckon it's like Hyperspeed. Got around here somewhere, but can't find it. USB-C. A little bit of pre and post, quite a bit of post actually, if you look. Not bad. Left one feels a little bit more pre. But definitely feel like a little bit better for their gens. They still feel a little mushy, I think, compared to some of the Optome-X or some other switches out there. Sides aren't bad. Scroll wheel's okay. Coating, definitely slippery. They feel tightened. They're definitely tighter, I would say. They are saying that. It's a nice shape, this. But it's the mechanism in it that feels mushy. Like Razer could nail that, and the way they have their hot swap capability, and they release those switches, people go nuts. I don't know why they haven't done it. It would have been nice to have seen what Zowie did, where they create like a tensioner, but although it didn't kind of work, I don't think, too well in the U2. It was a good idea. Took out all the RGB. They've got kind of the matte logo, which I prefer. They haven't overdone it. Mrs. coming. Warden. What? Oh yeah. What we doing? Why? She wants to make plant, but I've got a stream. Wah, wah. You can always wait a couple of hours. Delivery. You can't deliver it, you have to wait. Just think I'm doing good for your health. Yeah, the U2 skate's not particularly great though. I'd throw them away straight away anyway, so you'd replace them, but yeah, a bit annoying if you have to keep changing the tightness. A good session?
Not really,
Yeah.
no.
Anything else you want? We just here to annoy me. See any riots?
No. Well, it's all kind of been stopped by, and there's some big things like
You dropped out.
yeah.
Christ.
But it wasn't like,
Wasn't a mob.
no.
Could have been. Living the dream. Alright. How you doing, Cobra? How you doing, mate?
Huh?
You okay, Cobra? Kobe?
Huh?
Say hello to someone, not you.
Oh, sorry.
Think of it. I'll let you know finished. I'll let you know finished if you're still awake. How's New York shed going? Expensive sheds. Don't know. Still wants to go. So a few of you saying the clicks on the Razer are the best implementation. We shall find out when we take it apart. They're certainly up there for Razer. I mean, as good as they get. I'm not a fan of the Gen or Razer's Optome-X from Gen 1 to Gen 3, but these do feel a little bit nicer. We're starting to improve them anyway. But they're not setting the world on fire with them. They changed the switch, I think. They're a bit mushy still. Some better Optome-X out there, I think, in my opinion. Still feel mushy. I feel like I've got quite a lot of trouble in them as well. What's the weight? Let's have a look. I reckon 55 grams. But I reckon 57 I'm going to go. Razer are normally pretty truthful. Even lighter. Holy moly. 53 grams. Yeah, Firestroke was pretty good. Okay. Well, Razer's being good. Listening, they knew we were going to test it. It is good for a big bolt. I think it feels a little bit shorter. Lamzu Thor now, which actually looks pretty slightly longer. It does feel nicer. They do feel good, those Game Gear ones. All my days. You feel a bit springy in the pulsar. Borges edition, seal of approval. I like the shape though. Cheap Chinese AJ. Not bad. They just feel a bit crispy, you know what I mean? Not bad. Oh yeah, I got the Borges baby as well. I've got the Borges one, I got the Frankie P one, I got loads of pulsar stuff. When's the next Valorant streams? It is Friday night. I'm the one you're at, man. You got the VX R1 Pro. What's that? Somewhere. Not a fan of it though, to be fair. I think it's the buttons. There's something about it I don't like. Good pulsar all day long, or like the VGen Dragonfly, was it? Pretty good. I like that one. What's the Xenon? Hey Bob, which Ergo mouse for small hands do you recommend? Hyperspeed might be still a bit big. Tricky to get small ergos, mate. There is not many. Skull G-Wolf did one ages ago. Mini Skull. That might fit you. The DeathAdder mini, I think. If you can find one. It does look good, this one, on the one. Razer might have finally found their feet again because they have sucked for a while. In mice, right? And I'm a Razer fan. I love Razer stuff. But the mice have been downhill. So maybe after a bit, they started listening like Zari listening on the U2. They kind of took the inspiration from what we've done, hacked them up and changed stuff, and they kind of put it into the YouTube. Pretty good. Good to see the guy doing that. Maybe Razer's doing the same. Maybe they're watching what we're saying here. We'll see when we take it apart. What's my thoughts on this DeathAdder Hyperspeed then? Interesting name, like I said. The clicks are better. I think they're still a little bit mushy, but they're certainly the best out of Razer's Optome-X. I'm not a fan of Razer Optome-X. There's definitely better switches out there. Front skate's good. They're finally not got a spare skate. A gap in the skate, sorry. Coating is slippy though. The side buttons are average. Decent for pre-travel, decent size. I like the front though. I do like something here. I think it's this side bit. Side bit's nice. It's like it fits my fingers quite nicely. It almost turned me from an ambi to an ergo. This. I think it's because it's not as aggressive. Yet big diff for the Gen 3 Optome-X. I think it's because it's not as aggressive. They've maybe trimmed the shape down a bit from the original DeathAdder. So it's USB-C. 53.2 grams or something. So that's good. And now separate. See, they're listening. If they are, never more. We'll see. But that's what we want to say. We'll see the changes. That's what we're going to open it up for and have a look. But it's better. There's still a bit of pre and post travel. I think there's a lot of movement in these switches. Look at the gap, right? So there's the switch down. There's it pressed fully. That's a lot of movement. The left's definitely got some pre.
Excellent!
Just for the sub. Koba, how you doing, man? Thank you, man. You're going to be watching the stream then on Friday for Valorant. We shall see. Delta Force down there as well. But yes, 24-hour stream today, not today, Sam, but maybe. And Mrs. is away August 20th, I think, for a week. So you're going to see me play maybe Tarkov for a long time and Valorant. I'll do some 24-hour streams then, because we can do it then a bit easier, because she didn't drag me out places. She's pretty good. Scroll wheel's okay. It's a bit like the been doing with Vipers. It's alright. It's nice and simple, no RGB. It's good, this mouse. This is definitely Razer's best mouse they've done for a long time, I would say. Durability. I mean, you can get the side button just to click if you put a lot of pressure on this corner, but don't worry about that. You're never going to do that. But that's about it. Other than that, pretty good. It's nice. But I do like shape. The shape works for me. I might have to give it a spin. I even like the position of the side buttons for my thumb on my 18 by 9 hand. That's this bit. I like this this side bit. I don't know what it is. I like the way my fingers fit. Damage my fingernail somehow. But yeah, I like it. I do like it. I have to give this a little bit of a spin. Should give it a try on the Hyperspeed. Anyways, if you want an ergo mouse, I'd definitely check this out. As long as the switches probably won't bother you, but not see anything. But other than that, I think it's definitely worth checking out this puppy. And it's 8K if you really want it. I'm not bothered. Skates mark a bit quick, but standard. Always cool. Tarkov. That is nice. Be all like Sam. We're gonna test out the new 7800 on Tarkov as well. Right, let's give a bit of a measure. See what this is different to. Oops. So we're playing with their dimensions. I'm not going to do it off the main button first. We'll do it in a sec then. So 120 is a little bit shorter than most. It's definitely in the medium range. It's not in the small though. We take the button into position, 22.3 there. Not bad. How big is the booty? It was a bit weird, the booty, because of the position. 63, so yeah, it's definitely in there. It's not the large, I'd say medium. 60 front. These dimensions are pretty nice. There's the height though, it's 41 mil. She's tall. I like the main curvature on these buttons as well. 24, not massive, decent though. Slightly short of that other one. Wait for the size, and probably 7 mil. Scroll 8, okay. Okay. Tall boy, it is a tall boy, isn't it? Got a bit of height to it. I feel like this is definitely the ergo I'll be looking at the minute. Got some of the latest spec stuff. Razer has knocked this out of the park. Finally. Should have been knocking it out of the park for a while. I feel like the only thing they've done is slightly tweak the shape from a normal DeathAdder. That would be my only concern. Where's the sensor? It looks like it's centered, we'll see. Slightly forward. I was wrong. You can see it there from that part. It's kind of in line. It's in line with the front button, but yeah, it's slightly further forward. If that bothers you. Maybe it's for women. I'm definitely one I would look at maining. Lamzu Thorn. Quite a short scroll wheel press. Lamzu just feels a bit clickier. But the problem I have with mice like this is when I hold them, I'm going to try and do it properly so you can see it. Like I hold it almost slightly at an angle. Do you see the angle I hold it at? I hold it almost like that. not like that. Kind of gimp it. Don't like the sound of the Razer clicks. And this one I don't. Even though I gimp my wrist, the mouse is straight for me, and that's why the ambies are a bit funny, because I kind of hold the ambi like that, and then the ambi like that and the ergo like that. That's just my way of holding it, because I don't hold my arm straight. Hold it. See, it's like kink my wrist, which means my arm would be in my chest. But on the Lamzu feels like I hold it a bit straight. And this is what I'm saying about, like, even that in game gear, I kind of angle it. This is your personal preference, but that's what I'm using it on. You see the difference? Kind of like, they're kind of my mouse positions as I hold them. Maybe not quite as much as that one, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm saying. But that's just me. See, straight here. Depends what you want. Wait, something to think of. Do the same with my thorn. What's that? Dorito? How you doing, mate? You right? He hasn't got his back out back. Wonder what he did. Optical switches for your Razer. The Razer might be easier to spam click than the thorn. I haven't got something about movement in this thorn, but don't know. Feels a nice shape, the DeathAdder, if I'm honest. We have to see. Could do some clicks per second tests, but we have to see. "30-day timeout." Not too bad. Compare it to the Thorn, I guess. Be a good idea. So Razer DeathAdder V3 Hyperspeed Thorn Lamzu. No, like the middle scan the Thorn, but let's have a look. Quite different shapes, aren't they? What do you reckon you're gonna pick? What, for the Razer, you don't like soups the shape? No, kind of. It's quite aggressive, the slant on the DeathAdder versus the Lamzu. You prefer like a more subtle shape. White looks nice. Always looks nice white, doesn't it? 18x9 hand. For me, the Razer fits better. Gotta be honest. It just feels like it's a bit more snug. Feels like it's a bit bigger on the rear there, Lamzu. We'll measure them up in a minute, compare, but like I said, if I said about my angle of my mouse, like the Lamzu, that's probably where I would hold it. But the Razer, this is the problem I've got. Carlo's gone, maybe someone's right. I don't know. Razer, maybe not. The Razer feels like I hold it more at an angle, twisted. I don't know why that is. So there's the 3-head hold, an ambi, another ergo, but the Razer for me twists a little bit in my hand, I think, for holding it. It's anything that might put me off. The fake tan thorn. Maybe. Got on the wall still, I think. Give it a little bit of a measure comparing it. Razer's length first. Just check out the length of Razer. We'll take it from the top of the button as well. Similar. A lot of thorns maybe a little bit shorter because the button got the overhang of the Razer. biggest booty. I knew it'd be that. I said it was wider, didn't I? Look how much wider that is. Holy moly, she's got a big booty, the thorn. It was laser length before girth. Sorry. So let's do the front. Front girth. It's all about the girth. What do you reckon? LMG's got it a bit more. See, it's got more chunk. It's chunkier. Damn lights. The height, the main highest point, 41. It's pretty high. I think I said the Lamzo again's a bit higher. Feels like it's a bigger format. Yep. It's chunky, the Lamzo, isn't it? It's chonk. She's a thick boy. It's got a skinny scroll wheel though. This one doesn't. It's a nice bit of, it's a nice firm scroll wheel. The Lamzo's a little bit thinner. Not quite as sturdy. Didn't expect what, the thorn to be a bit more chunky. Yeah. I could tell when I held them. They were palming the chunkiness and the girth, you know, I could feel it in my hands. Used to holding something a bit bigger in there, my hand, so. Razer felt a bit skinny. It's got bigger buttons this one as well. So overall the thorn's a little bit chunkier. Good profile. I prefer the skates on the DeathAdder as well, to be honest, on this one. I like a bit of a bigger skate as well. And they're a nicer PTFE. Definitely a bigger girth and a bit of length. Soups as well in my hands, yeah. Does it in his mouth? What the hell? Corrupt. We've got to bring him in. Nobody's got his account banned for 30 days. The only thing Razer's got more chunkiness on is the side buttons. Which would I pick? Oh, man. I'm going to have to see how I'd say the DeathAdder, but I'm going to have to see. Sorry, I need deaf myself. I'm going to have to see how the DeathAdder plays with that way it kinks in my hand a bit. That's my only concern with it, is how it's twisted in my hand. Don't know. But it's a good build from DeathAdder. It's a good build. Both are built well. Either one you'd like, I think. But probably take the Razer slightly over it. Just the shape. Shape's nice, but it twists. Tough pick. Yeah, agreed. Is that twisting? I think it's time to check her out inside, isn't it? See what she's made of. Can you compare, what's that, the XM1R and Pulsar X2 V2 clicks? Let me see if we can find an XM1R for you, mate. One sec. What's the best mouse on the market? Man, there's so many. I think either the Beast X. I like Pulsar's X2H. And Game Gear's is good as well. And maybe the DeathAdder V3. Hyperspeed, I'd say. They're probably the best three at the minute. There's also the VGN Dragonfly, that's very good. There's quite a few at the minute. Is my middle finger on the scroll wheel? I don't do 3-1-3-1. I don't like that. I normally do a 1-2-1, and that's because when I grew up as a kid, there was no scroll wheel. That's how old I am. That means we can get this XM1R one. Bear with me. mice are ever up. The room's too trash to find them at the minute, but it's the best I can do. I think it's a similar shade. This could be it, I can't remember now. If you have a middle finger on the scroll with a psychopath, a little bit weird, isn't it? I think the 131 mechanism. I'm sure I got the word control for it, I guess. XGV2 is what you're after. I mean, it's bigger straight off the bat, isn't it? She big. I prefer the pulsar shape, I would say. A bit smaller. I prefer the medium. Don't like the mini. The mini is good, but it's too small for me. I actually don't like the medium at the minute. I'm probably going to change because the side buttons are not in the right position for me. See what I mean? So I'm trying to main this one, but when I hold it, that's where the side buttons are. You see how far back they are for me? Makes it awkward for me to get the front one. Yeah, zebra mouse, baby. Zebra. You see me review that one? I wore a zebra glove. It's a bit weird, a bit kinky, I guess. I have a fingertip grip. You know what best mouse for fingertip? There's quite a few at the minute. We tested looked at one of the, what was it, K-Cron M4 was pretty good. HSK Pro from G-Wolves. Maybe a smaller final mouse or something, or you could chop up your final mouse, your bigger version to fingertip it like this little bad boy. We're the best one on the market at the minute. G-Wolves released the, is it HXR? I've got it as well. That looks pretty good. Not had much time with it yet, I need to though. Zebra glove, stole it from the missus. Yeah, she's got an outfit, mate. She dressed up as a zebra for me. Or if you're American, zebra. Show him the abomination. Oh, it's a beauty that. You don't like this. This thing's badass. This is what Final Mouse said it should be, 29 grams. That's what we had to do to get it out to 29 grams. Literally chop it in all apart. It was an interesting project, let's say that. Right, let's take a look at this puppy and see what Razer's really been up to, shall we? Total murder. It was butchered, that. It was a proper butcher job, that one, wasn't it? Let's check out Razer's Hyperspeed V3 DeathAdder and see exactly how they put this puppy together. It does feel good. I like it. I want to see what they've done changes-wise and see if they've learned anything from the other creations they've made, which have not been so on point, should we say. Time to crack her open. Still on the old Zippo fluid. I was a bit premature, bought some new stuff, but this thing's still going, man. What's this, 4 years? Weigh her up. So we're going to weigh each bit and we'll just take it apart bit by bit. See what it's about. Razer must be the first company to say it weighs more than it actually does. That is a change in the world. Double barked and zipper fluid. I've been edging on buying a new bottle, mate, and I bought one probably 6 months ago, and here we are still using this piece. That's, look, it's a bit scampy, skanky, but you know, still got a bit in there. A bit tight. Yeah, so it's still working. Now I like the skate straight away because I feel like we can get these off and not destroy them, and that to me is always a win-win. Should get bonus points. Maybe we should do like points for how easy mice are to take apart. I'm not sure how useful that'll be for anyone, but you know what I mean. Lighter fluid on lighter fluid, you mean? Well, they're definitely lighting out the skates. It's been like Zowie. So Zowie took inspiration from one, the chopping and hacking I've been doing to show them how to take some weight out of their Zowie brick series, but also from Razer. If you look, they did a lot of holes under the skates and stuff, which Razer started to do in their Viper series. And hello, like so, more holes. See, 2 screws. Interesting. Not too bad a skater though. Your adhesive's still on it if you want to take them off. Curled up a little bit, but that will be sit down. Standard size, 0.7mm, pretty normal, nothing too thock. Can't say that word. Oops. See, Razer's finally listened to us when we've said, stop splitting your front skate. We don't want a split front skate. We want a full front skate. And if we want to split it, we'll split it. But don't split them. And now they've listened. I feel like I think my job's nearly done with teaching companies how to build mice and stuff. They've all started to listen. It's time to move on in my life from mice. Stop talking out. Maybe not. But they put 4 screws in it, which is a bit of a disappointment actually. They've disappointed me already. I don't know why. Razer's got some of the best clip mechanisms around, and yet they still screw the mice together. But it is 53 grams, so okay, fair enough. Be nice to clip it, but I guess people will whinge that they can pin the clips. And they use Hulk strength to pressure the sides. Should take up 3D printing. Hey, it's coming. I told you it's just being tested at the minute. We're still calibrating it. It's just sat there being calibrated. Scooters! Good to see you back, mate. You right? You had a good week so far? What day is it today? Wednesday? Yeah. Good week. I say mine's been intermittent my week so far. I did win my golf knockout with my mate though, which was good. Went to the semis. But I'm in 5 knockouts at the minute. I'm winning all of them at the minute, so that's a bonus. Win. Finally found my swing. Not swing room, because I'm sure you'll try and corrupt that. Swing. You had some bad riot scooters. We're saying that. My missus said some people being dragged out of a car up the road, but other than that, it's been alright where I am, but been rough where you are, mate. Stay safe, buddy. There's definitely not much side flex in this, mate, so I reckon they've maybe bridged it somehow. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so we have 4 screw locations. We have 1, 2, 3 and 4, and it's using, looks like a torque screw as well. Am I a bandit? My mates think I am, mate. I'm currently handicaps 19.4. It came down from 20. But I use something called Arcos, which gives me my data, and it reckons I'm off 13 at the minute. So probably a little bit. Not too bad. My mates won't play me at the minute. So that is my official handicap. And I have been putting in comp cards, so it's not like I'm not hiding them like most people are. Holds around the sensor? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, they kind of dotted him. Razer's trying to take out all this weight. They're doing a good weight job on this. I wouldn't say I was a bandit, Soups. I'd just say I've become very efficient recently. Like I say, my swings come back now. It took me a while to get there. My handicap went up. I was 18, it went to 22, I think 23, and then came back down. Bit of both, Stableford and medals. I managed to get my name on one of the boards, a golf club I'm at, which my mate's been trying to get on there for 10 years. I got it on my first go, so he's not very happy. I played a Stableford, it was originally medal, and I got a 42 with 3 blobs, and we drew with 3 people, and then we had to come back and play a rematch, and I just destroyed them. Yeah, I played with Lowy for a bit. We put 4 cards in. Well, we played a week of golf, me and Lowy, the other week, and I got 6 scores on my handicap got included, which one my handicap came back down. I think it's about to go back up. That's the player. I had a brilliant round. I did shoot an 82 last week. But because it's a comp, it doesn't count because of the comp we're in, because they've just redone the greens or something whole times, was it? So it didn't count, which I thought was hysterical. My mate was livid. So we're using a T5H. Yeah, I'm starting to get some low 80s now. So it has come together. I set up a mini golf sim in my garden at the minute in a tent. Mrs. isn't exactly happy, but it's working. 84 is good, mate. I'm generally shooting like mid to high 80s at the minute. Did have 104 the other week though. Interesting little torque screw. So yeah, I think this season I'm going to clean up, and then after that, probably come back. We'll see. I play in a society with my mate. He's brought me in there. I've got a few mates, but one of my other mates, and they've docked me 4 points because I've won all the comps with him since he brought me in this year, which I did feel bad this time. They took 4 strokes off me, and then my handicap dropped 3, so I've lost 7 strokes for the next one. Which I think is fair, because I've won 3 of their events, including an all weekend one, so they're a bit upset. Everyone else is bandits. I played a bandit the other week. You know what I mean? I just out-bandited the bandit. When I get a real handicap, I'm in trouble. So my mates refuse to play me at the minute. Laurie played me the other week. He went from if you had to get a 50, you start on 54 handicap, shot 80 points around Celtic Manor, and then it eventually gave him a handicap at 10. He was livid, but he's good. Right, try and prize this open with a few clips. See, Razer's got good clips. I don't understand why they screw it. Let's have a look. Right, even without all the 4 screws out here, I can just about get it to ping. You got shot 84 and 2010, mate, as well. It's nuts. You got shot 96. How you doing, Raheem? Is it? How you doing, man? So yeah, even with the clips in, look, you can see a little bit of flex, but that's pretty good. We were drunk at the time, those Soups. So even I'm struggling to ping this open. But yeah, next Valorant stream's gonna be Friday. It's got another screw. What the hell? I just realised it's got 5 screws. Why they got 5 in it? There's one here as well. That's why it won't open. Did you ever figure out why the V3 Pro developed flexing? Nope. Can I have a look, mate? Don't really have a look into it, to be fair. It's probably because they use cheap rivets. Told them not to do it. I would say. So that V3 Pro wasn't very good. It was okay. It wasn't the best. A lot of people rated it. This is a quick release, though, isn't it? Or another one. Razer's made quite a lot of changes in here. Quite a lot of changes. You definitely want to see these. Can you even see the drilling around the buttons as well? Going back to screws, baby. I knew it felt better. Still plastic riveted the sides, but Razer is listening. That's why the buttons feel better. Surprise, surprise. Get a picture on set. I think Razer should employ me to help them with their mice. Said that's a Logitech and a few others, but no one wants to listen. I think they just hate me because I just abuse their mice. All I'm doing is seeing what's, you know, what's possible. They're all learning a lot from what I'm showing them. See? Just to get it for free. Yeah, put a brace, you can see it here across the side flex. That's probably what you were talking about. Nevermore, I reckon. See the brace? That's going to stop the side flex if the V3 had it. Interesting. Well, these little bits are on the top of the USB port. Back to normal screws again. Company's still using different screws just to annoy us. Better put a screwdriver in, I want to see it. You're searching for a good budget mouse and a balanced shape symmetric. Do you think some suggestions? The VGN Dragonfly I would look at. Valian. That's what I would look for, mate. That's what you want to look at. Under the shell, what total mayhem. I reckon they were Nevermore, or the use of people maybe found it. I mean, I can't remember. It doesn't ring a bell like in my mind thinking about the V3 Pro they did originally. I don't particularly like it, and everyone was raving about it. But I don't remember it being excessively flexible. No, maybe most of Razer's mice aren't that flexible. It's a very, very small PCB. I've just seen how small it is actually. It's tiny. This could be a good one for 8K modding. PPM might look at it, but it's expensive maybe. Yeah, VGN Dragonfly, I would say, Valian. That's what you want to look at. Is a cheap ambi. Probably the best cheap ambi, I would say. Or the VXC, is it? R1 Max like this one? I can't see it in a minute. Lol. to the other one. I don't particularly rate this one because I like the buttons, but praise Logitech for build quality and Razer for innovation. Yep, Razer trying to move it forward. Logitech don't need to. Logitech just keep the same shapes and just make bank. So I'm taking a look at the VXE Mad R Major. I haven't seen it. You got a link to it, mate? Let me know before you post it and I'll give you permission. Have a peek. I haven't heard of it, I don't think. I'll definitely take a look then. Got a little like strap across the mouse cable, keep it tidy. Looks like a 300 milliamp. Find out. Overhype the riot. Exactly, most people are not gonna try and get out there and get into a load of fights, mate. You know what I mean? People just want some change and PM's not listening to him, so it's only gonna escalate unless he changes stuff. It's up to him, I would say. Give me a sec, give you permission to post a link. Silly. That should be okay now, mate, to post. I did it right. Yeah, give it a go now. Waggle should be okay. Looking forward to the 502X Pulse Hyperspeed V347. Not looking forward to Soups. What's that? The more your V3 Hyperspeed unit gets here in a week and a half, unfortunately. You got Jam Valorant. Nice. What have you been using so far, mate? You've been using the other version there, just an old V3 Pro, I'm guessing. What is this? It's got a load of solder on the fingers or thermal paste from something. Oh my god, I can't even read that myself. I never sent you this link. Did I send this link for the magnifying glass? Soups? I can't remember. You did ask for it. Just reminded me then. Viper V2 Pro. Oh, and super light. Okay, 20. I think I'm getting old. I can't see anymore. It's 306 milliamp hours. Interesting. Almost 300, but 306. Okay. It's also a 3.87 volt. Different. It's a different battery to what we normally see. Interesting. It's using the smaller JST connector as well. It's like a J1.0 JST. It's not the norm. Yeah. Just under 5 grams. It's a nice light battery. They've also thinned the cables out. So they're trying to save weight everywhere, Razer. Pay attention. What, Tarkov are asking whether they could count that as a wipe after they killed everyone's account? Is that what they want? Look how small that PCB is. Holy moly, that's small. Antenna's different. Look at that antenna. Razer's definitely changing things up. There's quite a lot of changes in this. What was that? You need to use the microscope. But in this thing, magnifying glass, mate. It's a microscope. You know what I mean? I actually do have a digital microscope. I just need to put it on board. It's been at it for about 6 months, so we can actually properly look at this stuff. It's coming. It's just one of those textures. I don't know. I can't. Like my eyes are gone now. I can't. My right eye is better for close. My left eye is shot. My left eye is good for range. My right eye is good for close, but I can't read that anymore. I think my eyes have deteriorated over this last week. I tell you, been looking out to get opticians. I'm going blind. Soup's getting bad. I can't post a link, Soups. So you'll be okay. You have to give yourself permission. Can't you mod? I can't remember. You would see your hair with a microscope. Did it time you out, Boggles? I need more of a microscope, make a telescope to see my hair, mate. It's gone. This is such a weird shape. They've chopped out all the fat on this PCB. This is one of the most trimmed out PCBs we've seen in a while. This has got to cost Razer quite a bit to manufacture this. Tell you. They've gone all out on this one. But it's such a weird model to have gone all out on. Do you know what I mean? Plus the Viper is their like main one, not the DeathAdder. 4 grams. Do you think the Vaxi Outset or Zowie EC2 is better? Which one I think is better? I think the Outset's better than the EC2. I don't rate out Zowie's EC2. The U2 is good from Zowie, but the EC2 still needs some work. PCBs these days look like infections. You're trying to trim all the way out of them now, mate, aren't they? That's the plan, eh? That's what Razer's doing. They've trimmed it and made it so, like, optimized. Look at that. That's nuts. I don't claw, so I don't think the U2 would be a good fit. Okay. You could get the DeathAdder, or you could get the Lamzu Thorn as well, if you want an Ergo. Right, we get the big eye out. Hang on a minute. We got a better magnifying glass. So we're rocking the N52840 MCU. See that one skimped out? The sensor's small, isn't it? What the PCB this shape, because it's what take weight out of it. That's what Razer's doing here. They're purely trimmed it to make weight. They don't care if it's square or not. They care about the weight at the minute. They want it to be as trimmed down as possible. Most people don't get to see the PCB, remember. Sensors the same as a Viper Ultimate. Okay, look. We've read them before, they just doesn't make any difference. They just call it the Razer FX-1. And the other code is N402KN32CE. If you're interested. It sounds like they've changed the name off it, so which is what they generally do. Well, the other changes they made is the, I guess, what they call prism or whatever it is stuck to it. Still using plastic rivets, but use them in the right places maybe this time. And no label. Just realised they haven't put a label on it. That's the first time they put a label on it. They've realised that's an extra gram. Is it the Viper Mini? They put grams worth of label on it. Do you have the Ninjutsu Sora clone? I don't at the minute, Roland. Sorry, Mum. I haven't got the Sora V2 yet either, to be fair. 9 grams, so they're basically not light, but they have got the prism still on it. So kind of kept it together, I guess, in that sense. Could be maybe slightly rearranged neon, you could be right. More optimized, you mean? Yeah, they've probably got loads still stashed there, haven't they? Never more. Trying to get rid of them. Heavy base, about 9.5 grams, but it's got the prism in it, so I wouldn't say it was overly light, I wouldn't say it was overly heavy. So now we've got to take apart the inner, it's underneath bit. Let's say that bar is helping it with the flex now. There's only about 13 grams out of the base. Not bad. Zowies would be about 20 grams if it was their base. Interesting they've done this. Let's have a look how this is going to work. Drinking a cup of tea, mate, in a minute. It's now going down there, what you can see. Basically tea, English tea. People reckon it's a bit milky, but I don't think it is. It's pretty dark today, fair. Or we're rocking the Stanley. My missus got me. My cat did knock it off because it's chunk. Not too bad today. Oh, you give me a better rating. Which has got the best stuff in it? Acceptable today. Come on, we've got a bit of Ribena in here. Look at that bad boy. Mr. Pure. Keep the hydration going in this summer, you know what I mean? With the Stanley. My missus got me the Stanley, so you're probably right. I feel like it's not really me. I'm more of a pint kind of guy, you know what I mean? It's hydration when there's beer. True. That screw. Oh, it's on the end here. Right. It's the same screw as a PCB if you're interested. So even started to even use the same screws here from Razer. Well done, Razer. Give you a round of applause. If you're listening. Gymshark and shit. My missus wears Gymshark, or what was it? Oh, she wears some other stuff. Ole or something. I don't know. Aloe, is it? She's wearing it at the minute. That stuff's a rip-off. But yeah, she wears Gymshark. Camel toe shred. What? A nut each side. You don't want to see that, do you, me? Surely. Lululemon. How do you know all these people, mate? I'm getting worried that you know all these people. I wouldn't know that unless my missus has been talking about it. You know what I mean? You think metal inserts for screws would be worth it for the weight? I mean, this is what they use, right? If you look at my teardown of the XM2W, they use the metal inserts and the build quality is exceptional. So, maybe. I like it, but it's not good for weight, but it's certainly better for durability. I wear Crocs, to be fair. But I don't wear Gymshark. He does follow him more than Durio. That's why he's watching him. I do like the metal inserts, Neon. It is good, but they are. I think if you weren't too bothered about the weight, like Razer probably could get away with it, but if you're not bothered about the weight, maybe. But the build quality of the end game gear is definitely one of the best, I think. It might could be the best built mouse at the minute, that end game gear, just purely because of how they've done it with the inserts and stuff. It's very nice. Bob could make it work. What's that? Stockings and heels kind of guy. I could wear stockings and Crocs. What do you reckon? I can't do it for you. Bent over, like cleaning my room for mice. Could do it. I could wear stockings, Crocs, bent over, a nice little pair of shorts, pair of Gymshark shorts. Sort my room out on stream. Is that kind of what you're looking for? Especially in this heat. I think Dorito's banned from everywhere, only. It's got a nice button. Razer's done a good job on this mouse, though, I've got to say. I'm liking it. Finally, they've come back. Bruce said we'd do a hot tub stream. You said you wanted one. A few screws going on here. I've got any music. What's going on with music at the minute? Anything decent? You need to find a website that's decent music for streaming. Everything just gets banned. Do you know what I mean? We need like a streaming license for music, I think. Or we have like Valorant boys mud wrestling fight on stream, is that what you're saying? You come in dressed as like Phoenix. Doritos, is that what you come in as? In like your leather jacket from the 80s. Stream beats. Okay. Not seen that one. I think it's good. I'd like to play normal music, but we can't, do you know what I mean? Like Spotify playlist, but 15 consecutive streams from Pure. I think you're stalking me. What do you reckon? We got a stalker. Harry Tell, is that the dude with blonde hair? Is that him? I remember. Razer's put a lot of screws in this puppy. It's on Spotify, okay. We can use that for free, can we? Is that what you're saying? There's one in here as well. Holy moly. So they had one in here, and they got one in here. Okay, good man. Let's have a look on. I remember him talking about it. I was watching some of his products. Right, finally broken it free, I think. Cheers, man. Have a look. This is interesting. Oh, no. They've tricked me. I thought they'd not riveted it, but they have. Kind of half hybrid. Why? Like Logitech vibes going on here. This is perhaps the only one we've seen with a inner skeleton for a ergo mouse. This is definitely some Logitech's inspiration. Yeah, and you put side ones in it. Of course, you got little micro ones in it. Looney, no, it's not easy, mate. It's one of the hardest switches you'll ever change in your life. Trust me, it's not an easy task. I like this little skeleton. That's probably why they took it, to make it a bit more rigid inside. I can't remember the original one. I don't think it did, but that's what they kind of added in. But it's pretty light. By the way, they took the weight out of the inside bits as well, and these braces are good to keep it, stop it from flexing. I mean, there's not much weight you could take out of this. Maybe a little bit here and there, but not bad. They're just tricky because the force switches at the back are quite tight. That's what makes it difficult. And you have to be able to heat up all the components to take it out, so that's what also makes it tricky. Like the 3-pin ones are easy because you can heat all 3 pins at the same time and take it like in one go, but the 4 pins at the back make it difficult to apply the heat. It's even with a desoldering. And you'll get all the solder out, so you'll have to heat them to make them move out. Or even using braid tape or whatever you use. Liking all the same screws. My little mouse nerdness coming out. The only ones that are different are these 5 here from the base. All these rest here, these are all the same screw type. So you got 3. Don't like the odd number, it kind of messes with my feng shui, you know what I mean? There's a 4 and I can't see it. My old eyes. It's easy enough to go on my site so you can have a look. But the ones I charge a little bit more for them because there's a bit more risk, aren't we? Go to shop.beardedbob and you can chat to me on there, mate, if you want. What are you trying to put in it? There's only one switch you can switch it out for, which is the other one I've shown, which was the white version of the Omron. I can't remember the number. Even this PCB is small, and look how small that PCB is. Very Logitech, this. Even this top PCB, have you noticed? No one's mentioned it. Very Logitech driven. G Pro X vibes, anyone? You know what those G Pro X vibes? I have. Lift all the screws out your base and your thorn, and then change the skates just to make it easy to take it apart if required. Fair enough, mate. I don't think you need them. Unless you've got a hook grip, you should be fine. Prefer torque? Oh, torque screw? I'm not bothered. I haven't really got that preference for like screw heads. Use the V2 Sora switches. It's probably the white version of the same switch. I've already got them. I put them into. I did do it into one. If you look at one of my streams, can't remember which one it is. I have changed them. I think it was for a streamer. Is it for? What's his name? He plays Warzone. Can't remember now. I think I did it for his mouse. It was difficult then. I don't know how I feel others now, but it was not easy. Oh, yeah, you mean rounding the heads. You do the right torque, you can still round the torques, I found, though, if you're not careful. Focus cannon. She feels very country and western. Get ready for when I go to the US. Using that switch name, I can never remember the D one. Do you? Something like that. Okay, those side switches. I mean, I prefer people to use main switches now, but they're not. I can't get this out. There's a little screw somewhere I'm missing. I don't think Soup should be able to talk when you use the 502X. I think he should be banned from talking because until he doesn't get, mice, he just, I don't know. He's still living in the age of breaking your wrist, isn't he? Supporting that savage creation. Send Soup to the kitchen. Exactly. Why can't I open? Is it a clip here? Soup to the kitchen. There's a clip just at the back of it, eh? Why won't you cut it? Maybe I'm pretty sure it's just. It looks like it's just pinned in this corner here. He lost the right to talk. I'm thinking the same, mate, to be fair. So he comes off that 502X. I'm already calling it from the 502. I was thinking before, I've not done my video ever, checking out which is the best, strongest mouse out there. Ah, I saw what it is. There is this little clip here, you see it? That is holding in the PCB in this corner. Interesting. I looked at my 502 video where I run them over to see which is the strongest mouse out there with a car. Forgot. That 502 Infinity is the only thing that saves the 502. Razer's made the most annoying clip. Yeah. Et voila. $502 versus Mini Clubman. Still got a Clubman back, mate. He told us it was nearly ready, and then I told him all the bits that they needed to check still, and they went back and haven't rang me since. So it's been in there for 3 months being repaired. You even got the RGB version. Holy moly, mate. You must be strong, mate, carrying that around. You got broken wrist. Have you ever seen growth in your wrist strength since you've been using that 502X RGB? He's got the biggest buttons. What mouse, you mean? Yeah. Could be better than ever. Damn it. I mean, if I had a Mini Clubman, mate, I'd be driving around like Mr. Incredible. You know what I mean? That's the kind of size difference looking at it. Is that when you've got a dumbbell on the main bar, you get it across? That meme. Took me long to take this apart than I thought. This 502, 502, DeathAdder V3 Hyperspeed. Yeah, Valorant stream is Friday night. We're on for it as well. This is the most interesting bit, this little internal bit, but definitely Logitech vibes. 4.5 grams, about what we can get out of the G Pro X, I reckon. We need some more exciting scroll wheels. I feel like they're very boring at the minute, I don't know why. Everyone's still using black mice and white mice. We need some more colours, you know what I mean? Quick introduction to the 502X. I've already done it, haven't I? Scaling looks good. Yeah, it's not bad, Sam. They're doing a good job on it. Took some inspiration, let's say, I reckon, from what we've done with Logitech. Put it in there. It's good. Shame Logitech didn't do that. Well, they did a little bit, but not like Razer's took it. Razer's done a better job. Got to change your ring. You got an orange mouse pad as well? Oh mate, what? The switch isn't set straight. Hang on, it's because we kind of pulled it out, I think. Still not straight, I don't think. Just looks like it's slightly kinked like that. Even this PCB's got Logi vibes. It's a Logi DeathAdder. Please release some switches that you can swap out. Look how easy these are to take out. This is how switches should be in mice. Yeah, well, yeah, Logitech's made some weird choices in the last year. 309, which we'll look at in a minute, but Razer's not been any better, to be fair. I mean, Razer dropped a Razer Cobra, like instead of a mini. Why don't you just do a mini? People want the mini, they don't want a Cobra. And then all these different Vipers that are coming out and these different DeathAdders. Like the Razer's releasing so many mice at the minute. They're all mental at the minute. It's even got the same height encoder as the Logi. 8mm encoder. TTC blue. Did you order the HT-S2? No, I've forgotten. Please remind me. Is a new wheel? Is this a new wheel compared to the Viper V3 Pro? I think it's the same one, mate. I think you'd have to check the teardown of the V3 Pro did, but I think so. Maybe we should do a comparison. Do you think we should compare it? This one versus the other one? I still can't believe there's no AA battery in this, but yeah, I'll forget that link, Pure. That's the problem. Ping it across to me on Discord, please, buddy, and I'll pick it up. What's that? Leap Panda? Leap Panda Leap. Smaller DeathAdder for many. You want a smaller DeathAdder for many years, and Razer released the DeathAdder V3 HS right after I bought another mouse. Gutted. Maybe it's for the best because mechanical clicks. You got the Zeppelin Z2 feel much nicer. It's a good mouse, mate. Yeah. I don't like the optical switches either. I reckon the Z2 is probably better, mate. Glad to hear you're happy. Took some weight out here, see? Nice. Well, this is actually as light as it is, 52 grams. Still using riveted side switches. Makes me sick. Makes me sick. And still using riveted mains. I thought they tricked me making it. I thought this screw was there and there's one at the back. I thought they've screwed them. They've tricked me. Put a screw in, stop it wiggling left to right, which kind of helps. Still moves a little bit. Nothing major there, that's fine. That's it. $20 grams of this main shell. What do I reckon? Oh, I suppose some Ribena, that's what I reckon. I think Razer's done a good job on this one. I'm still a bit disappointed with the amount of rivets in it, plastic wise, but overall they've made a good construction. They're definitely taking Logitech inspiration, even with all that side button stuff. Trimmed the PCB down, that's a very nicely trimmed 8K PCB. Dropped a bigger battery in it, 53 grams in weight. Yeah, it's nice, nicely built. Nice little bars in here, sort of flex using the skeleton. Overall, a good DeathAdder, I would say. Definitely the best one out there. Well worth picking up, as long as you can handle the mushy switches, which you've still got. They're better, but they're still there. Don't move as bad as the Viper V2. Nope, that's true. That's why they put that screw in there now. That's what that screw's trying to stop. I think that's what they're trying to do, and they added an extra rivet maybe, because they used to only have two, didn't they? I think, I can't remember now, but everything else is the same. Got a little bumper there to stop you pushing the side down as much. Still using the side buttons. They've got little, you see little bits coming out the side there to stop post travel. It's all put together. We'll get the thingy out next. Logitech 309 should be interesting. What's that? Your Viper clips felt the grinding on the switch. Maybe his only complaint. Could be the actual switch itself. Sometimes you can get a bit like that, or yeah, worth having a look at it. Is this music? Five units. That's a lot of grinding, man. I would say that's more of a fault than a than an actual like a building, like a design fault rather than anything. It might be that the way you press it, maybe you like push at an angle. Some people do that, like that way, or that way. Like sometimes that can cause it. That movement can mess them up a bit. So what exciting things you up to? Pure things leveled out a bit easier for you, mate. Is your life returning back to normality? Supposed to be way better than yours. You're tempted. You still got those 2 phantoms sat on your desk. You're not spell sword yet. It feels like the grinder. If you change the switch, could be the switch. It sounds like more than the button. Oh, you falling out your sister now? Oh man, a lot of stress going out, mate. I thought this would be easier to put it back in. This music, man. Music's killing me. Looking forward to seeing what you've moved on. You're going to retire the old super light for it. Interesting. Would you play Nevermore? This is harder than I thought it was going to be putting this in. I think the best way to do it is the other way around. He says. $17 grams, nice. Need to look at the G-Wolves dared me to chop out some of the weight out of their other mouse. I'll have a look. When they dare me, they mean give them some ideas what they can do next time. This is not the easiest to put that together. Not too many ribbon cables in this build either, is there, from Logitech Razer. I need to go through the next door, right? I'm not sure it's going to go this way. I have to go back to the original way we were doing it. Awkward. Have you seen that Spectre coming out from Shroud? Looks pretty good. Carrot's been sending me some stuff for it. Anyone played Delta Force yet? I know Lowy just got a beta key for it. Delta Force, that is. Stress on stress on stress, mate. She'll come back to you. She chills out, or you do. You'll get it sorted, man. You had a lot going on for sure. I've not even looked at what Delta Force is about, really. Is it an extraction shooter, or is it going to be a bit like what's that other recent one that came out? We played, but it just destroyed your PC. It's like the new Crisis 2. And then I think he came out, didn't it? Which was quite good at Arena Breakout. It's Battlefield. Yeah. Okay. Bit like 2042 remade. Okay, extraction shooter game. Do you get to keep the loot though, or is it just like what Battlefield tried to do? I loved Crisis. I didn't actually play it because I never could. It was so lethal. Keep the loot. Okay. $2042 made proper. You reckon? Can be that good? I even makes it. I know it's free, is it? I assume it's going to be a bit like some pay model again. Tarkov's still the best extraction shooter. That Breakout Arena wasn't bad actually. You could try Spectre when it comes out. Yeah, I did my thing onto the beta if I can get it, but probably a bit late. Looks good. Carrot was saying you could move and shoot, so you might like it. This is the worst cable I've had to put in my life. What's that now? Razer's done me in with this cable. I'm generally at the minute just trying to get into Valorant. It's hard. It's not got the time for it, but I want to try so I can get anywhere in it for once. Missus are going away for a week soon to her mates, so don't come back too soon. So just some streams going. Oh yes, I might just about got it in. No, come back out, get back in. Don't take this cable out. Sign up for Spectre and Delta Force, me too. That was a hard cable to get back in though. Tricky. Put switchy back. What a noob. Ribbon cables are the devil. So many people come to me like, "Hey, you got a spare ribbon cable? I've destroyed mine." I'm like, nope. Be very careful. Sometimes you can get replacements. Sometimes you just need a donor mouse. Sometimes it's never gonna happen. Three versus 3, yeah, looks good. Better than 5 versus 5, I think. But I don't know, we'll see. Is it one that Shroud's actually built, or does he just like put his name to it? I mean, a bit like his Logitech mice that he does. Where he pretends he's involved in it, but there's no way he can be in that 303. It's horrible. Ribbon cables ripped your mouse. Yeah, when Louis got going with the streetlights come on. Ironically, he stays up late on a Friday. I think you work with the team on it, okay? Let's hope it's good, because the docs one ain't coming out. It's not very nice, that 303 at all. Definitely Logitech's worst mice to put out. People had such high hopes for it because they like the OG 303, but again, they just keep changing stuff. I bet Shroud's using the. What's he using now? Is he using the Super Light? I don't know. Because they need a mouse trap. Sure do. I feel like it took a year to set this thing apart, but pretty quickly back. Oh, that ribbon cable. Can't imagine why the dogs ones aren't coming out. Did I see him tweet something about a chessboard or something? I don't know. Damn you. But that game's dead. Not Death in Midnight. It would look pretty rough anyway, so I think it's definitely an RIP for it. All that money gone. Just trying to post a link. So 309 next. See what that's going to look like. See what Logitech's done. 309 is such a weird thing to bring out. I don't know if they bring it out for like, maybe Logitech bring it out for the office, but it's a G, so it's not an office mouse, it's maybe gaming equivalent. What's that link? Your PC shut off with a smart plug. Is that, I've got some on mine actually, because you actually turned it off accidentally. I don't so I could like remote boot them when they turn off, but I've actually put them on the network for a long time actually, since the last power cut. It's budget, what, 309? I think it was that cheap. I can't remember how much I paid for it. I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was like 100 quid or something. It wasn't like cheap. It was 80 quid, I can't remember. You have to look it up. I actually don't know how much I paid for it. This DeathAdder Razer standard Razer tax. I always feel like I need a UPS these days. Aiden Simbench, is it? Simek? Probably murdered your name, Aiden, Mum. You right? Simek. Everything just switched off or just died on you. Sim, cheers man, much easier. Obviously outsmarted itself, mate. Oh yeah, what are you modding at the minute, dude? I'm still looking for some decent stuff to watch on YouTube at the minute. Feels like I can't find anything, but modern controller, okay. Controller to a keyboard, okay. What, so you can like, I don't know. Movement-wise, so you got like a thumbstick, is that what you're trying to do? But you still got the keyboard compatibility, I guess, something like that. What are you trying to do? Yeah, for movement, okay. There's also some gamepads like that. It might have been the Tartarus Razer has a thumbstick for movement and keyboard stuff. Fortnite, okay. There's also that, what's that mouse from ROG with the joystick on it? Yeah, good old ads. I turned them off, but still wants you to do them. Can you bring the purple mouse? Oh, this one. You mean the Beast? Medium one. WL Beast. WL mouse. Beast X it's called. Do that. That's the medium one. They do a small one as well. You've got a slightly smaller hand. It's nice, man. I've not modded it yet, but I'm going to for Valorant. I need to mod the actual actuation for the switches. It's my task this week before play on Friday. So I can control the Vandal a bit better. It's a bit too fast, a bit too nice, if that makes sense. Is it dust resistant? Not with them holes, mate. It's like a dust magnet. Right, it's back. It's back together. 309 next. Give me a sec. Time for the 309. Have a good day, will do, sir. No worries. I can't find decent music at the minute. I am struggling for some good music. Chill music. Give it a spin that, see what it's like to play with, but it looks pretty good. I'm definitely liking it. If you're not already watching me on Friday nights, we play Valorant. Where you're watching at the minute, you're earning points to giveaways, and on Friday nights you get a giveaway. I've seen a few thumbstick ones. The ROG mouse has got one, if you remember, and Tartarus V2's got a thumbstick for Fortnite. No wipe. Carrot said they've accidentally wiped Tarkov or something. Right, let's take a look at the Logitech 309 Abomination. I don't know what this is about, but interesting to have a look at it. I guess it's an update to 305, but slightly different shape and costs a bit more still. The weird bag for it. Usual stuff we don't care about. Just to put 309 on the USB key so you can find it easily because it's so many. Weird mouse. You know what though, actually? Mains feel like quite the shape. I hate them. It's a bit flat maybe on the side. Side buttons feel horrendous. Just gonna tell you now they're like spring loaded. They don't feel nice, but the mains feel okay. Makes for a good book, quite a lot of travel. They are mushy on the sides. I like the shape. Towards tiny skates. How narrow they are, but still not bad. Yes. The Optomech, I'm trying to work it out without reading the spec. The sides definitely aren't. They just feel horrific, the sides, but. I'd say they're the orange Optomechs. Light Force optomechanical switches. I think it's 68 grams. That's why I like them. I quite like the Optomechs in it. They feel quite a bit lighter maybe than the switch itself is. I told you they feel a bit mushy. Like, you can't see how big that gap is, but yeah, maybe like that. Look at that movement. Oh my days, there's a switch. That's a lot of pre-travel. Huh. Side buttons may be worse than the Fnatic. No, the 5-bolt ones was rock hard, weren't they? These ones are like, oh my god, I don't know. They feel like they've got a load of springs behind them. Do you know what I mean? The Logitech G309, what do we think? Mains feel nice, I like the switch mechanism. They just feel like they've got horrendous amounts of pre-travel, which they have. A lot of pre-travel. That's a lot, but it's very nice and clicky. Optomechs. Scroll wheel's a little bit hard. I like the transparent rubber, but bit of a dead main switch. Side buttons are horrific. They are so spongy. Not bad for the pre-travel. They're not the best. They've got some, as you can see, there's pre-travel there. And a bit of post, but not as much. But it's just the movement, the whole. They're not nice switches at all. Quite thin skates. Can use power play. Okay. How does that work without a AAA in it? So it works. Maybe it's got an internal battery as well. Looks like it maybe has. I'll have to look. I like a transparent base. You got your AA slot. I don't really know where it fits in the market, this one. I kind of like the. I like the shape though. It's like egg. It's got RGB. There's a colouring. The mains do feel nice. It's that pre-travel. Logitech definitely got the better switches for Optomechs compared to Razer's Gen 3, which was tried in that Viper. The DeathAdder V3 Hyperspeed. These feel much nicer. Night and day. Not finished the blue bolt yet. No, still working out. I've had a chance, but maybe one day. Still in the background. Need to sort it out actually. It's been about a year. Just found basis show left over from the G309 SE. Don't know actually. The texture's a bit better on this. It's not. Feels like it's got a little bit of texture to it. It's gonna wear though, look at the yellow. There's a 3D printer. What shall I say? It needs to be done. Next week. I've got a week off. I'll have a week off next week. Week after maybe when the missus are on. Get things sorted. I like the shape. I do like the shape. What does it weigh? Got Bluetooth. Okay. $63 grams, not too bad. Hasn't got the. Oh man, gives me Stanley. Out again. Take the puck out. Put your battery on it. Damn. I think knocked over again. Oh my god, I'm smashing the joint. Good, Mr. Bob, maybe. I think so, I'm alright. I'll mop up some Ribena. The Bimpto, one of them. I think it's Ribena today. Just trashing the place. Camera moved. What? Rattle, do you mean? Yeah. Oh. Well spotted, cheers, mate. With me smashing my hand into the thing. That's what the dimensions are like. I don't really see where this fits from Logitech. I like the shape, I like the buttons. Maybe this wanted a different shape for a cheaper mouse, maybe? Bob getting unstable in his old age, maybe. I'm getting old now. I started YouTube when I was 36 maybe? 34, 36, 35. That was 14 years ago. Oh no, 14 years ago. So I was 30, I was younger than that. I was 31, 32 when I started YouTube. I'm 45 now. That's how long I've been on there for. YouTube, Twitch 2017, oh no, 2014 I started YouTube, so 10 years, so I was 35. And Twitch 2017 I think, so yeah. Been a while. 33, happy birthday mate, you'll get. Thin, but not under the wall. These side buttons are a little bit thin. Logitech's not learning. People like wider side buttons. They protrude a little bit, but a bit thin. Recently turned 31, getting old. 30's okay. I was more disappointed going from 20 to 30 than I was from 30 to 40. I can't believe I'm whole down at the minute. So where's the sensor? It looks a little bit forward. Hard to measure, but I would say it's a little bit forward. Yeah, only slightly. It's just off the between the front and side button as well, so not a bad position. So I didn't do that. I didn't test out the old weight distribution. So at the moment it feels just behind the sensor. I'd say that's where the balance is. Bring in the behemoth that he wants to use. So you're going to put it all on the back. Right at the back. No weight now. Are you back, Sim? You can get the lighter, is it lithium ones? But yeah, I don't know. I like the shape. It's too much pre-travel. Side buttons suck. Skates are pretty good actually. Coating's okay, but it'll yellow. Could do a little bit more texture. It weighs quite a lot, 80 odd grams. But it's okay for like I won't use it for gaming. I don't think it's okay for desktop work It's a little bit expensive. Don't really see where it fits in Logitech's range, but would I use it? No. Would I buy it? No. I like the idea of power play and a AA battery, but a bit of a weird combo. I don't understand why we're still using AA batteries. I can understand with office mice, maybe moving around, but yeah. The only thing I like about it is the shape. That's it. Is there any worse clicks than Razer Opto V3s? Not in the Opto Mech world. Maybe the Omron 50 million. My question was between the Superlight V2. Superlight V2 and the 303, and now this. Has Logitech just given up? Superlight V2 is okay. 303 is a bit weird. I didn't really like it. This, I don't know what the 309 is about. Still haven't released a 705 Hyperspeed, 705 Lightspeed or lightweight version. Nothing. Don't get it. Inexperience in controllers. I'm not doing them for a long time, mate. I'm talking like 10 years. I reckon I'll touch the controller tomorrow. Not the latest stuff, like the PS stuff. Used to do PS ones and Xbox ones back in the day, but not for a long time. I did plan to get back into them, but just haven't. Having enough problems trying to do keyboards at the minute. Neo. Right, so let's take apart the 309 and see what Logitech's done with it. It's a bit of a weird thing, but let's see how it's constructed at least, see if we can get some inspiration. See if they're doing a decent job. It does feel absolutely rock hard, by the way. So you're worried about quality. This thing is good. Don't worry about it. On the back burner with 3D printing. You know how to get a joystick in, what the input and output. What I'm going to have is the analog movement on it. So it'll be like more digital rather than analog, if that makes sense. Time for the 309 to get hammered. It's built well. This thing is a tank, if nothing else. Let's weigh all the bits, take it apart, see how well they built it, see what it's about. So where's the puck? Oops. 63 grams. You could do that if you use a power play puck. Just put a bit more in there because power play puck, how much it weighs, but that's what you're looking at. But generally that's what you're going to be running at. 85, you might be able to get a slightly lighter battery in it, maybe 78 grams or something. It's a little bit heavy. It's going to give your wrist a full-on workout, this thing. Weigh the puck. Take it apart now then. Used to have made the puck lightweight. The older pucks used to be a lot heavy, if you remember. Kind of like the grey white combo, like the translucent shell. Gives me the 80 vibes. Logitech Pro won't buy the best one. Innit? They have no tutorials for a joystick. Yeah, I don't think anyone's done it, mate, as far as I know. Look at the Razer Taurus. V2 especially, it's got a joystick. Or I used to like the Razer Orb Weavers. I went through 7 of them though because they broke continuously. Tennis skates. I see Logitech's not learning, it's still using a 2-piece skate, which means it's going to split. Pretty standard thickness. I don't know, thought it was a bit of a pet hate. I thought they don't put a little notch in, but they have here to help you get the skate out. I actually don't use them, but can help you. Give Logitech, the skates do peel well on Logitech as long as you don't split it at the start, which 9 out of 10 times you do. Arizon keyboard, is that the one that looks like a hand? Gamepad. I like the gamepads, they're good for Fortnite, that's what I would use. Got a smiley face. Always weird how Logitech use a horseshoe sensor cover. Generally you don't need them as long as you don't put too much pressure on and you haven't got a really soft pad. Who was it who released? Was it Core Pads who released a set of pads that were weirdly too high? I think it might have been on this original Superlight. Nothing revolutionary there. I mean, why not put 6 screws in it just to make it even heavier for us? Nothing like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm guessing this is holding down the shell, but why so heavy? Logitech's goal on this mouse was not to make it light, that's for sure. Hey, you can see back. What's up, Crybos? You know what I mean? I did show you that mouse, but it left, I think. One giant screw in the middle. I don't know what Logitech's thinking with this mouse. I don't get it. I think sometimes Logitech and Razer just think weirdly. 8mm bolt thread. It's a beast. It's not easy to get out. Oh, days this level. Come on. Wash my hands. So song. These songs are killing me. Exactly, Neon agreed. Get it? Wash my hands with soap. What's this? These songs. I need to find some new music. Help me, please. Nice trunk. We got trunks in there, so look. Bring back my Ibiza days, you know what I mean? Screw, let's use a normal screwdriver. Not for mice anyway, nothing special, no torque or anything. Is that? It's the normal Logi screw. Like registered. Extra light screws. Never struggled to get it up, mate. I've been to Ibiza a lot when I was younger. I was there in Ibiza, clubbing it when I was 15. So I've got no hair, because I lived at large, trust me. I only lived once. Just realised modded a DeathAdder V3 and I'm holding over several days, multiple hours. Thought you got down to 45 grams. I'm using it to play Minecraft. Not bad. That V3 Pro you did? Or do you the later one? Team Blue Pills, baby. No more problems. Ah, the wide one. Okay. And the days of going out clubbing and stuff are finished now. I don't think anybody does it. I always go to the pubs and stuff, and people like my age, and then beyond that, people don't seem to go out. Minimize. I like Minecraft. Play with my nieces, but I prefer 7 Days to Die. Always comes to get you, mate. Soups. Life you cannot stop. Watched that Ready Player One again with Mrs. the other day, and I think that will be the future, and we'll have some kind of like, is it like surrogate, one of the things on that Tom Cruise was in, and where you get like a VR body you can move around in or something. I think life's going to be like that soon. Could be a bit dramatic, but so it won't matter. I'm hoping by the time I'm old and stuff, I can just get replaced limbs and stuff quite easily. An interesting inside. I thought it'd be a bit heavier, but where's all the weight, man? Oh my days, the size of that resistor. What the hell? Look at it. What has Logitech done? What? You still playing Minecraft, Soup? Nearly blind at you, Soup's not right. It has to be to use a 502. Sucks there, mate. You're in, you might as well. I don't know, it must be, yeah, I think it compensates, it must convert the cable on, isn't it? Have to rip it. It's stuck now, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it converts the power play somehow from a AAA or something, or AA. It's got to, must be knocking the power down or something. It's a 3 volt F1, I don't know what that is. How bizarre. Still living the dream, aren't you, Soups? Still taking advantage where you can. I think it's probably a way of like hybrid in it, so you get the power play, which we've not seen with a AA battery, which is a bit different. This is new, but it stores the power. Maybe it holds the, maybe that's holding the power, do you think, for the power play? Maybe equivalent. Maybe that's the battery equivalent. I don't know. Was that same? Hey Bob, would it work if I used a controller with my feet instead of modding it? I don't see why not. I don't know, you can mix into control methods, can you? I don't know. Can you mix them like that? Look at Cyberboard. You looked at the Razer Orb Weaver, which I liked. That was a mech one, but it's hard to get. Or the Razer Taurus V2. Driving a boat half blind. Oh mate, can't imagine you driving a boat half blind and having a few bevies. Must be a right adventure, I tell you. No worries, Sim. Appreciate it, man. Let us know you on, buddy. I'll take a picture of this one sec. Yeah, not many games use multiple inputs, that's why I thought. It's a bit restricted sometimes. Valorant won't even let you change the mouse, will it? Mid-game. Which I find weird. Well, we was good at set for that shitty grip glue. Oh mate, that glue went everywhere. I agreed on the grip. I went through 7 or 8 Orb Weavers. I gave up in the end. I've got one here to fix, I think. I just kept breaking on me continuously. I mean, Razer bought, was it BenQ or Belkin? Was it Belkin? Belkin they bought, and they used to make one, and that's what they took it from, didn't they? Only 7 knots. It's like a speed barge. Is that right? I do fancy a barge. I've been looking at barges. I keep looking at barges. I don't know why. Thinking, when the missus break up, I'm just going to buy one of them and live there rent free, you know what I mean? Was that semi summer video about teardown of the glorious Model I, and then I saw you had a Twitch. Yeah. We've always messed around on Twitch, mate. We play Valorant Fridays, giveaways Fridays. Where you watch me now, you earn points, and you can do those in giveaways, cash, mice sometimes. Bits and bobs. But yeah. So watch me on Twitch then. Yeah, Belkin, that was right, wasn't it? Nostromo, that was the one, mate. I used to love that thing. I'm a big fan of gamepads. It's like much easier, but no one seems to rate them. I'd like a really good gamepad. It's like Sim needs one, but no one seems to make them really. It's only Razer that do one. There's a couple of like Chinese brands, but they're a bit naff. That's right, why being barge, baby. Yeah, they're not cheap. Cheaper than a house though, especially in today's world. First thing I modded, oh mate, I can't remember. It's been so long. I've modded like consoles, mice, joypads, controllers. It's probably an old mouse, I think, for like an Amiga, if I remember rightly. I've modded stuff all my life. You do commission works and I do Nathan. 502 Lightspeed that I want the weight loss mod done. A lot of weight loss out of that 502, mate. If you go to shop.beardybob.com, you can do it. Type it for you. You can chat to you on there. There's like a chat app. Just chat on there, it's easier. I've done loads of 703s. So there's a load of videos from as well, mate, if you want to look. Should be some streams and stuff. Or there's actual edited versions. Let's take the power play out of this thing. I've changed the colour of the cables. It used to be red and black, now it's grey. Maybe try and hide it in the cover, you see that? fellow hero. 502. He's broken his wrist, mate. That's why he wants the weight out of it. Wouldn't they have done like a lightweight 502? He kind of built the 502X and then everyone just basically just broke everyone's wrist by making it even heavier than a 502. The magnets can mess the scales up. FYI. Four screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. Quite a small PCB. It's using all the standard Logitech screws out. They haven't changed them. Just get a discount. Here's a little flat one. I think Razer listens to people in terms of, like, not listens, but they're trying to watch their market, trying to improve it. Logitech just go around blind trying to please the stakeholders. Logitech doesn't realise there's a lot more competition out there now, but Logitech still, I think, valued or has revenue twice as much as Razer. Put it that way. Razer's big, Logitech's ginormous, and everyone else below that is minuscule. So Logitech just don't care. Logitech can't move either. Days to go. Oh, for so Dorito gets his account back and then rebound, you mean? Yeah, people like Logi, sure. Oh no, it's like a plastic rivet. Don't do it, Logitech. Don't do it. I do like his transparent stuff. It's only a different scroll wheel. I mean, they've not even tried to save any weight out of that. They could at least give us an infinity scroll, man. What is this mouse? $400 on conference gear. Yep. Easy money, mate. Exactly. The only thing I'm liking on this mouse is the shape and this little rubber on the scroll wheel. That's it. That's all I like. Genuinely not a fan of this mouse. Again, noticed. Apple is huge. You seen that Apple ring they're trying to bring out? I don't know if I fancy it or not. Feels like I'm going to be like tired. The missus will have me like chained down and tracking me on my finger. Do you know what I mean? We're not married yet, but she wants to. We're engaged. She's like chaining me down. Been engaged for 7 years, so. Using a Kelly 10, interesting. Blue turquoise, not seen that one. When you order your HTS2, get it in clear grey. All right. Just feeling the encoder. It's quite nice actually. Maybe a little bit more notchy than the red or the grey. I like the encoder. The little silicon colour and transparent base and the shape, and that's about it. PCB with this massive resistor in for the power play, I guess. One way to keep it lighter, but you need the power play mat. I used to like the power play mat, but it separates in two pieces, which makes it extremely annoying to game on. VIP channel giveaway. That's a good idea, mate. Might think about that. You already got 2 mice, mate. You don't use your 2 little phantoms, and then you've got your. I don't want to take you away from your pride and joy at the minute, mate. I feel bad if you won and you got the other mouse that you don't want. Then you'd be torn. So I can't believe Soup's camera weighs 800,000 points, whatever he had. Yeah, drunken night. Let's bring out the magic eye. Better version of your mouse. Is that possible? Let's see what they're using. Can't see any MCU. Oh, there is, isn't it? On the bottom, hiding it from me. Well, good news, they're using the N52820, so they're not using a cheap Compia X1. Bonus. I can read this even without glasses, but they're using the Hero HD1 Rev 009. I don't know if that's the same one as the Superline, I think. Probably is. Or a lower version of it, but. Chunky boy. Everything's chunky boy at the minute, isn't it? We weighed it already, haven't we? Here we go, we've got the power button, which I'm kind of missing the blue and red to kind of not put the sticker on it, so you don't know if it's on or off. I guess they've written on the base this time though. Let them off. I reckon 12 grams. It's 9. See, it weighs the same. That base is the same weight as the DeathAdder Hyperspeed V3, which is interesting, given it's maybe a little bit small. I don't know, but interesting. I thought it'd be lighter. It'd be heavier because it's got all the holes drawn out on the DeathAdder. But see, Razer's base isn't that light. Ugh. What a weird inside. Looks a mess, gotta be honest. There's no piece of art that's inside. Shorter and lower profile. Okay. I've got to take apart G-Wolves next week. The mini version, the fingertip one. And we're going to do a mod to it, so we get any weight out of it. Let's see what happens. Logitech certainly tried to take some weight out of this. I don't really, don't know. I reckon they do polls for people for different Lego Technics. I used to love Lego Technics. You can imagine. You can't understand why I'd like that, would you? Maybe Logitech did a poll for shapes or something, and this is what came out of it. But I don't know. Is anyone seen actually using it in any kind of decent competitive play or anything? Oh, it's actually got full-size switches. Why are they so springy? Look how skimpy this PCB is for the main switch as well. The only time I think people want AAAs or AA batteries is when you're traveling a lot, and I find it good for travel mice when I don't have to carry a USB cable, but at the end of the day, at least I'm the same. I don't think it really makes much of a difference these days. So there's a screw here for the back button as well. There's one there, one here. That's the only time I can think of it. Oh good, hang on, there's two. So you got one here, and there's also one right under here. Everything's USB-C. I think now we can all carry USB-C cables. The problem is now is you really don't have how many USB ports you got to charge things. But Apple's changing, mate. They're coming now. I've got to change my. I've got an iPhone 14. I was using the Lightning. I must have got 15, so I'm just waiting for the 16, and I'll swap it out because my battery's shot. Surprise, surprise. I'm bored of carrying multiple cables these days. I think if you don't have a high pole, then it's not spinning around. If you don't have a high pole, then you'll generally get more battery out of it. Say the 4K pole now, that's destroying batteries, not the the actual 4K destroys it. The 1K now, you can last a couple of weeks generally. You would have thought they'd fix the battery by now, wouldn't you, mate? But no. Why do that when the stock market's paying them out so much money? People are still buying the products. I think from the day one when the Apple released their first phone, the Gen 1 or it was, can't remember now, but I've always wanted a longer battery and I'm still here. Like, nearly 20 years later, still wanting a battery, you know what I mean? Yeah, over 500 hertz exactly. I don't think this is based as an Office mouse, is it? This is their Gen, like Logitech G version. This is actually a gaming one, isn't it? They're meant to be pushing it for. It's like they tried to make it lightweight, but they haven't. It's like they thought, oh, we'll make an updated 502, but then, sorry, 305, but then didn't really make it an updated one, just kind of changed everything that everyone wanted. What changed the charger? Yeah, that's what I think. I think the advantage of 4K is minimum, if anything. I think the SIBO's changing. Must be these screws in. I generally run stuff on 1K. I've still got that Beast here still on 1K. I might try it on 4K this week, but I don't think it's going to change me. Do you know what I mean? I still don't think I can tell unless I move very slow movements. And then I might be able to feel it. Maybe I need a slightly lower sense maybe to feel it. So I'll have to try that. Take that scrimping on the screws. I keep toying with getting a 500 Hz monitor to replace my 240 OLED, but I think the OLED's still quicker, ironically. Or in certain situations, so I'm like, yeah, that's no point then. And I've got to sacrifice a bit of quality. I don't fancy the TN panel from Zari, to be honest, but the Alienware 500 Hz looks pretty good. I don't think I notice any difference when it hits the SIBO in it. How do we get this apart? How do we break this apart? This is a separate screw. What's holding that? Definitely Optomax. You can tell by the 4 pins here for the main switch. Feels a bit of a weird construction because these don't feel like they're attached to this shell, but they are. It's like this is like the inner bit that's going to ping out, but this part's still part of the main shell. If that makes sense. Took all the screws out. It gives me 305 vibes. Updated this bounce, but. Let's just push out, but something's holding it. Can't tell what it is. A weird construction. What have you done? Tricky. Looks like a good challenge. There's pins in the front, so it must pull out that way. Still see they're working on their snap tap for their keyboard. They're all on it now. I'm gonna do a video on them. I've been playing with the same reason why on last Friday I used the Huntsman V3 box. It's horrible. And honestly, I didn't really feel it in Valorant, but I'm going to try the routing this week. I've got the full-size routing at the minute. I think it's more for CS, isn't it? I don't know. So what, Steel Series is like me, is that what you're saying? Am I the Steel Series of the market? I'll do a bit of 3D printing. They're a big company. They got a lot of stuff to get through. That's one of the things. As companies get bigger, it takes them a lot longer to get stuff. Yeah, I'm surprised Lamzu. I might ask him actually if I've got the Lamzu Pro. It's quite a nice keyboard. I quite like it. The only problem Lamzu have got, and a lot of them have, is they don't have the software. SteelSeries does, but Lamzu don't. And that's one of the things that annoys me a little bit with it. I like the keyboard, but the software, as usual, sucks. Some of the Chinese companies do. They don't make good software at the minute. They don't think it's important, but it is. I like the keycap. I've got used to it now. Yeah, the mouse ones are a little bit pants. The keyboard one's not very good. Not just them, it's like all of them. Like G-Wolves are the same, and they all use the same, this WL mouse. Same problem. They don't make very good software at all. I can't get this thing apart, man. This thing is testing me. Just takes me his cables out because I'm getting unsure. Just glued in. Logi as well, they've got these little glue pads, so you take it apart, be careful. Made it a bit hard to pull them out. SteelSeries software was always okay, I think. I like Razers, people don't. I quite like Razer software. I don't like Corsair software. Logitech is okay. I prefer the original software for the mouse, but they changed it to G-Hub as well. Not G-Hub, it's G-Hub now, but whatever it is. No one's really nailed it. I think Razer's probably got the better stuff, but I know people hate Synapsys because it gets intrusive, but they allow you now not to do that. But I can't get you out. Is there a screw in there I'm missing? I'm not paying attention to. IQ, oh, agreed, mate. I absolutely hate that stuff. That thing has destroyed my stuff. IQ, horrible. I must have been missing some A on this Logi. Blocking me. Stopping me. Logitech's built this mouse to prevent me from taking it apart. It's like the software comes as a second thought, especially for the cheap, smaller companies. Probably don't have the development or want to invest in the software, but I think it's a mistake for some of them, especially on keyboards like Drunk Deer. There's a problem, they don't make very good software. Wooting do, and Wooting get that web version. They're very good for their software. Wooting makes good keyboard software. It makes a massive difference, especially when we use all these features that are like snap tap and stuff like that. RGB stuff, yeah. Gives you extra FPS though, mate, that's why. The buttons on there. Nope. What am I missing there? I don't see what's holding this together. It's just pure false. Let me look. Something like here. It's pinning it. Ah. Wow. Behind number spring is a screw, you see it? So now anyway. That's still holding it together. Hopes and dreams holding it together. He puts a screw there. That designer's done that on purpose. Whoever did this Logitech mouse, he thought, I'm going to stop Billy Bob with that. I'm going to put a screw here and you'll never find it. But you're wrong. I have found it. Now you're 10 minutes of my life trying to find it. Logitech. Yes. Why don't you make your mouse a little bit more complicated? Take it apart. Kind of looks like something if you've got a bit of an imagination. What do you reckon? I'm just going mental. Whoa. And Logitech still holding the amount of screws as record. I mean, Razer gave him a good run for the money on that last Viper, the DeathAdder V3 Hyperspeed, but Logi's still got them. That's a tiny PCB they made there. I'd be right, it feels horrible, the DPI button. These are the worst switches ever. FYI. See, Logi's not changed its side button design, which is probably why, but these switches they're using here, I've got to see what these are because these are horrible. Or in this combination, because switches can feel different depending on the combo of mouse, like the mouse combo, button combo, what I'm trying to say. Getting tired. I'm old. Alright, let me off. I'm not sure I'm capable of doing a 24-hour stream now. I was 44 last time I did one. Now I'm 45. Maybe it was 40. Actually, no, I wasn't 44. I was 45, I think, just. I don't know. Maybe I was 44. Extra years pushed me over the edge. Oops, wrong button. Hey! Have they changed anything on the side button design? Not really. Oh my god, I knew it. I should have known it. I should have called it already. They're using Chinese armor on 20 mils. Of course they are. Wow. Extra sponge with my press, please. They feel really bad in that combination. They don't normally feel that bad, to be fair. But they feel bad in that side button combination that they've built. Of course, let's put 3 screws in here as well, just to make it even better. Why not? Just to add a bit of extra weight. We'll kind of make it lightweight, but we won't bother. We'll just add as many screws as we can. Let's make sure it breaks your wrist. It breaks your wrist, just add a little bit extra. Really? We also put the worst clips on, the ones with these little flaps. See if I have some nails. Let's pull this out. Sure, is it a flapper one? Yeah, it looks like it. Was it just a pull one? No, it is a pull one actually, I think. Yeah, it was not a flappy one, it was just a pull. Rip it out. That one might be just pulled out there. Yeah, that one was. That was a flappy one. Whoops. More cables. Yeah, 20 million on runs. Come on. Really? I think whoever designed this mouse from Logitech was confused because it's kind of in a lightweight, not lightweight mode, as I've said. ones are the best, not those Chinese ones, are not. They're slightly better, the 20 million than the 50 million. They need good on ones, the Japanese ones. That's it. Everyone loves double clicking. Oh, baby. They certainly do. Everyone loves a double click. I thought by now someone would have invented a slightly better mechanism for double A's, but they haven't. Still the same. Getting a grey wire. But you always have to have red wires, maybe not. Final Mouse should take some notice of this, how they've changed the colours to blend them slightly better, because their Ultralight X doesn't. Don't know why. Look at this beast. You see, they try to take some weight out of it. Like I said, that confusion. 6 grams. It's quite a bit. I hate the yellow wires in the Final Mouse. Yep, I caught it out when I saw the render. I said to him, like, get a good battery for that, because your mouse is so exposed, but they didn't. They ignored us. They were like, ignore the general people, the minions. What do they know? Like, most companies just wrap it nicely now and hide the battery, especially when they're like see-through. Even Logitech's doing that on this slightly transparent shell. You wouldn't even notice it, right? Wouldn't even notice it. Probably hard to tell. Even they've tried to hide the colour of the cables to blend it. Attention to detail, baby. Not on Final Mice. And even Logitech's not even changed their main button design, I guess. Kind of got the crisscross. Basically it's super light, which is why it's extremely mushy. They've even thinned it out quite a bit, which explains. Do you know what I mean? That's why we got a lot of flex. The old Attack Shark R3 hides the wires. Exactly. People do it. They just don't do it. It was poor. Given how open that ultralight is, it's just a bad design. They should just change the batteries. Like, they couldn't be bothered. They don't spend the money on it, even though you're buying $180 mouse. Like, I think they should have done something with that personally, but what do I know? This is weird, isn't it? It's a bit weird. Definitely got a lot of screws. What are we on now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 on the top row. 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30 screws so far. Hat for the most screws goes to Logitech. Even called that grey. Look. Give some credit for that. It's cost them a fortune to build some of these. They could make it a lot cheaper. I said that about Logitech ages ago. Could 100% show them how to make a cheaper mouse. Save them a fortune, but no. 4 screws for this micro PCB across the front. And normally they put the smaller screws in here. But they're like the slightly shorter thread, but they haven't put the longer ones in. So at least they've changed that. So there's not 3 sets of screws now. There's only 2 versions of screws. So save themselves some moolah. Maybe they did listen to me after all. The world's thinnest PCB. No surprise using the orange Omron ones, which they seem to be putting in all their Logi mice at the minute. I quite like the switch though. Could be a little bit lighter maybe the press, but it's definitely the better Opto MX. So at least they're taking this that away. At least we can take that away because the main side buttons suck. Then we got the final bit, the shell. Took a bit longer to take apart than I thought. Overly complicated. Don't really understand it. A bizarre thing to do. Look at it, how much more complicated that is. It's built, that's been built. How much would it cost to convert the EC1 to wireless? Depends, sir. It's easier if you go to... There's probably better options now to be fair, but shop.beardybob.com and it gives us a chat on there. The chat app on there, it's easy to talk. Oops, there you go. Potato! How you doing, man? You right? This is the 309 from Logitech, mate. It is horrific. Just don't bother. Save your money, mate. Don't waste your money on it. My one consensus for this is don't waste your money. I don't understand what they're trying to do with it. It's like confused between a lightweight mouse and a not lightweight mouse, and trying to work with power play with this resistor and mushy side buttons, and I don't know. I don't like it. Is it built well? 100%. This thing is a tank, 100% tank, but I don't get it. I won't spend my money on this. Inbred of a mouse. I agree, mate. I don't know what Logitech's doing with it. It's a bag of shit. Exactly. Couldn't put it better myself, mate. Save your money. Don't buy this. I don't get it. Built well. Yep. Nice shape. Shape's nice. Mushy main buttons. Switches are nice, but way much too much pre-travel. Side buttons are horrendous. Coating's okay. Confused itself in where it sits in the market, I think. Uses AA battery, yep. Or you can use the power play button. It puts the power, I presume, into this resistor, whatever it is, or something, whatever it is. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but yeah, it's confused. It's a weird mouse for 24, agreed. I don't get it. So I'm going to end my stream anyway because I'm going to bed, but I'm tired. We're back on Friday playing Valorant. Trying to rank because it's taken me forever. I'll probably never get out of rat land, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see then. GG, people. Bit late potato. We've been doing it. We did the potato. If you look back at the VOD, we did the Razer DeathAdder V3 Hyperspeed as well. VOD's still on YouTube. Yep, you'll be able to check it out. Firestrokes was on YouTube, mate. All my VOD's still there. Feel free to go back. Or on Twitch if you want, whichever. Don't have nightmares about this mouse. I will do it. I'll try and put it back together. I'll do it tomorrow. I can't be bothered. I'm to bed. I'm too old. No worries, potato. It's all good, mate. I'm a bit irregular at the minute with streaming. Trying to get back into schedule for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're definitely on Friday. Monday's a bit tricky at the minute, but trying to get back to Wednesdays. Next week I'll take apart the G-Wolf. I think it's a HRT, the small fingertip one they released, and I'm going to try and mod it. They asked me to try and see if we get any weight out of it, or dared me to get weight out of it, so we'll do that. We'll see what goes on. Okay, you're going to do a mod for Econ Noise. Sounds good, Josh. We'll see you then. See you on Friday night. Time to partay. GG. See you later, people. Peace for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.